Okay, this is the opening to many Tai Chi forms, and it's your moment of Qigong. Uh, so what we're going to do is a three-part in your mind. You can think of lower, middle, upper, or earth, everything on the surface of the earth, and everything above the sky and beyond. So you want that concept of the infinite. That's the macrocosmic uh, concept. Then you're going to go to the microcosmic concept of just thinking of self. So with self, it's just my lower abs, my torso, my head. So we're going to do that as an opening and a closing. So let's do the opening. And float the arms up with as little effort as possible. Feel the weight of the arms pull you slightly forward into the balls of your feet. So you're in your mind's eye, you're going in the region of the lower dantian, or the abs, the middle, expand the rib cage, and now come across to open up the chest and go up into the head. And exhale down. Feel as if you're draining out of your head. Collapse your ribs and sink into gravity. Good. And breathe in. Go into the fronts of your feet. Go over your arches. Stretch into the heels. Inhale up. Relax the elbows. Now the elbows come across the chest. Straight elbow to elbow straight line. And there's a little tension in the wrists here. So you're forming a circle. So again, we have that repeated theme of an oval. We're drawing an oval in front and defining a circle with our arms and shoulders. Fingertips push towards each other, 1 to 2 fists apart. Line up the arms with the legs, come up, elbows under, elbows out to the sides, stretch across the chest, come up to collarbone height, push down. This is the shape, the form. Now we're going to add in some content, not contact. We're going to add content in the form. So as you inhale, tighten your perineum, the small muscle between your anus and your genitals. Top of the inhale, squeezing. This is the tightest ebb. Exhale down. So we're adding in the reverse breath, the longevity breath, or the yogic breath. It has 3 names. Good. Inhale, squeeze with increasing intensity. The abs can pull inward and upward, like you're lifting something. And exhale, relax down. Release the arms, drop, line up with the legs. Tight, 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 tightest right here, tight. Release and relax. So this is level 2. Level 1 is just learning the movement. Level 2 is adding the awareness of the reverse breath. And we're going to add level 3. So we're going to do the morning cycle, because right now for us it's between 9, it's a little after 9 a.m. right now in this classroom here in Pacific Coast time in Northern California. So in the reverse breath, with the microcosmic orbit breath, the oval is going to go the opposite of the direction our hands are going. Actually, let's do the evening breath first because it's a little more comprehensible. So we're going to, in the evening breath, when you're trying to relax or fall asleep at night, you can do this as a separate thing without the body movement. We're going to inhale, fill up the bottom, the middle, and the top. And we're going to exhale, drain the top, drain the middle. You can collapse your ribs there, relax the bottom. So this is the evening, the sedating cycle, from bottom to top and top to bottom. Okay, now this is also how you begin your Tai Chi form, because you're trying to really relax when you do Tai Chi. So you want that feeling to be in your form. It's not excited, it's not stimulating, it's relaxing. Relax, chill out, sink. Okay, in the morning, however, when you're trying to generate, when you're, let's say, trying to wake up, go to work, be stimulated, you want the breath to go the opposite. So rather than going from bottom, so the shape is going to go around the other way. So inhale. And exhale down the front. So now we're inhaling up the back, tighten perineum. Imagine the breath traveling around your crotch, up your spine, over the top of your head. And because I'm teaching, I can't keep the tip of the tongue on the upper palate, but you can. Exhale down. So when you do that, just like not speaking, you're conserving your fluids, your saliva, which has valuable digestive enzymes in it. So this is the energizing cycle, the AM cycle. Traveling up the back, down the front, from the tip of the tongue on the upper palate, down to the navel, and going around the crotch, coming up the spine, over the top of the head, over the crown point, to the tip of the tongue, pushing towards the crown, and exhale down. When you come up, allow the weight of your hands to pull you into the balls of your feet, over the arches, stretch into the heels, down. Okay, now you might want to inquire about what do you do if you're trying to not stimulate or sedate. So let's just think of the central equilibrium, kind of like looking at a barometer, or where the heat rises at the core and chills down at the core. So we're just going to go in the middle. We're not going to go front to back. So let's just kind of be, what would you do at noon when you're on your way towards evening and you're already stimulated from morning? So we're just going to go up the core and down the core. And you can start to notice the subtle changes in your energy when you experiment with this. So we're inhale, tighten, high. And we're just going up center to the crown point and down center. Exhale down. So we're not doing the microcosmic orbit, we're just doing it up and down. So that spot that you're imagining is halfway between your front and your back, and your left and your right, going through your crown point, down your crotch, into infinity down, and into infinity up. All right, we're going to get into the last phase of what I mentioned at the beginning, which is the macrocosmic orbit breath. So this was very self-centric. Now we're going to get very cosmic. So we're going to think about the whole universe, and this is also the closing breath in many Tai Chi forms, certainly in my 64 movement Tai Chi form known as the Guan Ping Yang Tai Chi. Okay, so here we go. So in this, your thumbs face up, you're defining a big circle, Titan perineum. Your palms are going to go 45-degree angle, not directly overhead. Look through this triangular, diamond shape. And at that point, you're going to swallow your saliva. And as if you're tracking the flow of saliva down to your belly, come down. Good. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, tighten perineum. Squeezing with increasing intensity. Swallow saliva at the top. So there's a moment where the bottom is tight and the top is tight. Exhale, track it down. You don't hold your breath at any point. The breathing, the end of the breath is the beginning of the end of the inhale is the beginning of the swallow. Exhale. Just like Tai Chi, the end of every movement is the beginning of the next movement. The constant flow of changes from beginning to end. Tip of the tongue on upper palate, gathering saliva. And therefore we are gaining some integration or control over our sympathetic, or is it parasympathetic? I always get them mixed up. The fear, fight, or flight response system. You're calming yourself. Tighten perineum. I'll say it correctly in the text, which is going to be translated into lots of languages to accommodate people who don't understand or speak English. Tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Like you're sinking into a warm bubble bath. 1 more. The whole universe, infinity. Swallow. Exhale down. So that was the macrocosmic orbit. If you want to come back to the center of your own universe, you can do that first exercise. So you can mix and match all of these, play with them. No bad side effects, all good. Over now.